Sports Science Lab exists because we're trying to find the best possible methods to train athletes in terms of performance. The measuring stick that we have here is entirely based on the gains they get that directly impact their performance on the field or the track or in the pool, on a tennis court, a football field, it doesn't matter. And how this all started really was I played a lot of different sports growing up, 7 through high school, hockey being the primary sport I was trained for. And I always had an obsession with trying to figure out the biomechanics of how people did things, whether it was how they ran, how they jumped, how they shot a basketball, or a slap shot, which is obviously a lot greater interest to me. By watching the best do things, I started noticing patterns to different people's movement, to how they would swing a bat, how they would throw something, and it became very obvious that there were laws of biomechanics that people followed, especially at the elitist levels of sports. The more that I started watching each and every sport, the more it became apparent that everybody was doing the same thing. It was just a different sport that they were applying it to. As I started researching that more, and once I came across Leonardo da Vinci's work, his Vitruvian Man showed that there's mathematical proportion to the human body. Once you realize that there's proportion to something geometrically, you know that there's only certain angles that it can work at maximally. And in humans, you'll always see 90-degree angles to it, whether it's from the foot to the knee, from the knee to the shoulder, whether it's how the arm internally rotates when you're throwing. You'll always be able to find that if you understand what you're looking at. Those simple principles actually reveal a lot. If you understand the importance of patterning the brain properly, that's going to produce the greatest amount of skill and also your most efficient movement, then you know that all sports performance training has to be focused in that area. It has to be all-encompassing. And the strength gains and the strength modalities used should be mimicking, to the best of your ability, what those movements are going to be in someone's sport. What we try to do here is to make sure that all aspects of what an athlete's going to need, from his skill sets to the physical, pure abilities of his body, are taken into consideration.